Colin asked us at the beginning of this, he asked us, how do we know the percentage of revenues that will be applied to the monthly burn? He also asked us, does ownership of the DAO NFT symbolize ownership share in iN8? So all of that, Colin, is going to be detailed here. You can see up at the top, we're working right now on the governance tab. We're working on the finance tab. So the actual burns of the company will start in February, okay? Right now, because we just listed, we don't have any burns. Now, as we start to generate more sales, what will happen here, there'll be a dashboard when you connect your wallet. It'll say, iN8 generated $1 million in revenue this month, and there is a 5% royalty, so $50,000 is going into the token, and you'll see that transaction hash. Then you'll see that going into the liquidity pool. So you'll be able to see all that right here on this finance dashboard, okay? That's coming soon. Now, about the ownership, how is it that the DAO works as far as stakehold, okay? All of that, guys, is outlined in the DAO bylaws here. So if you clicked here, everything is outlined, and all of these were approved by the state of Utah, okay? So this is gonna be talking about the meetings, the place of meetings, annual meetings, special meetings, okay? It goes in here, talks about how we maintain a list of stakeholders for the DAO or for the state, okay? Talks about record dates. It talks about, I'm getting down here to the board of directors. These are our DAO committee members and our staff members, okay? How we can add or remove people from that based on different things, different criteria. Come down here a little bit. It talks about officers, and we'll talk about liability status. It'll talk about token holdings. This is where I wanted to get to. So your stake in the company is represented by your DAO seat, okay? That is your representation of the stake in the organization, in the DAO. Now, the way that it works is the DAO, for holding that DAO seat and participating, you are now getting compensated every single day tokens. Those tokens have a value that we just saw in USDT, that when you liquidate them, that is your compensation. So what the DAO is receiving, it's receiving top line revenue from the sales of the organization. So this is a community build. The more we sell, the more burn there is, thus the more revenue goes into the token, thus the more value the token has. Who controls the sales? We do. Who does the sales? We do. And Colin, I know, for example, you're very heavily into talking to companies. Anything that the CLOUDX produces as well. So if you bring on a company, yes, it's going to pay the CLOUDX owner, but a percentage of that goes to the DAO as well. So all of that goes into the token as well. So the more you build CLOUDX revenue, whether for yourself as a CLOUDX owner or as a DAO seat holder, more money goes into top line revenue as well. So all of that is outlined here in the bylaws of how that works. And then let me get, sorry, I have this little bar in the midway here. And then also the light paper. So you got a question about the annual burns. All that's listed here. We have this available in Spanish as well. Intro, all these different things here. Responsibilities as a member, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing, how the governance works, how the token rewards rules work, how the algorithm works, how the distribution works, okay? And then the tokenomics. There's 3 main points in the tokenomics. The royalties generated by iN8 to purchase tokens in the secondary market, those will be burned. Annual burning, every 365 days, the project will burn 10 million tokens until there's no more to burn, okay? So in about 4 years, all of the token will be distributed. And then the 10% transaction fee, which I was already showing, okay? And it's sent to the burn wallet in an automated fashion. So those are the 3. Then if you go down here, you can read on the annual burning. Every 365 days, the project development wallet will burn 10 million tokens from the distribution pool, removing those tokens from circulation permanently. Burns for the iN8 DAO occur at a 365-day interval, which is October 18th, okay? October 18th is the day we started the tokenomics. So October 18th of 2025 is the first annual burn, okay? If you don't know what a burn is, in the Web3 space, the term burn refers to the process that reduces the supply of token meaning NFT owners receive a lower reward distribution rate after a burn. So what does that mean? You'll go from getting, for right now, 13 tokens per day. After the burn, you're going to get less. But what does that do? Now that you're getting less, what happens? If you guys saw with Bitcoin, whenever there's a halving for Bitcoin, the price went from 40,000 to 80,000. It almost doubled. It doesn't happen every single time, but go back and look at the Bitcoin chart. The annual burning is supposed to mimic kind of what the Bitcoin halving does, okay? And I say supposed to, it's a theory, okay? I'm not saying it's going to happen. Okay, when a project undergoes a burn, secondary markets may react by buying or selling the project tokens. This change in third-party buying and selling behavior may result in changes in the external market data of the token. Please note that burns for the iN8 project happen 365 days after the previous burn. Due to changes in calendar, leap years, etc., the exact date of the halving may change over time. However, it will occur exactly 365 days after the previous halving. So that's set by smart contract. We don't control that. It's already been programmed that way. It'll happen automatic. Okay.